guys, welcome to CBC Comic Book Club. Thank you for being here today. This side, a few of you liked this side. This one. And just a bit easier for me as well at the moment to stick with the one book. Okay, I have a download for Windows happening at the moment, so I hope it doesn't affect the stream or buffer or anything, but if it does, oh well, so be it. Okay, I thought I might use some more on this side. Now everything's nearly packed away, so I've got this one little brush to play with. So yes, it could be quite tedious with this little brush. So I'll just do some details and things. I might mix and match it up a bit of watercolour, pencil, and just a bit of this and a bit of that. So I'm just looking at some colours here. And yes, what will I use? Bit of variety, I think. Okay. I've picked out our teaser, which is Fern Green 092, and I have a Tombow, which is Hydrangea Blue and Porcelain Blue. And we'll see how we go. Thought I'd use some pencils I haven't used for a while. Oops, bit of a break on that one. Might even pick a bit of yellow to go in that. Narcissus in the Tombow. Okay. Just for a bit of glow up around the top of the mushroom. And then I'm going to use Tombow Porcelain Blue. I hope everyone's doing well. A little bit of Hydrangea Blue in the Tombow. Hey B, hi Mona. Thank you for being here, guys. Hope you're doing well. Now, just a little bit of Fern Green 092 in the Arteza. Just my luck streaming this morning and they put a venting on. Some nice pastel-y colours. Well, I thought about doing the background in Neo colour too, and it was like all the paintbrushes are packed away. There we go. Some nice colours. I might do another little one. I can zoom in a bit too. Now she's download 100%. Now we'll install it, you silly thing. There we go. Oops. Okay, Arteza Fern Green 092. Some hydrangea blue. The Arteza. Bit of porcelain blue. And the yellow is Narcissus. Funny name for a pencil colour. Just to be different. Tombos. Now, what else will I use? Just to be different. This one's gold in the Arteza 122. Pear green 100. Writing's coming off that one. Camel Brown 110 and Sienna Brown 048 in the Arteza. I might give that one a little bit of a sharpen. Spring is coming. Beautiful day out there this morning, although it's been like that a few times, and then by the afternoon, like yesterday, it ended up pouring. But there's no wind out there for a change. It's been very windy the last few weeks, been horrible. So I'm going to start off with the Camel Brown, which is 110. I want a darker brown in there too. Put some burnt umber into the mix. So what's been happening? Well, 3 weeks to go on Thursday and counting. So it's getting closer now. I'm getting excited. And my Seltos, my new car, should be ready tomorrow. But I haven't actually heard from them in a little while. So a couple of weeks ago or so, they rang up. And it was just trying to get sales for add-ons, additions, and it's like, oh, you were humming and hurrying about getting it tinted, and it's like, yes, I was. And I said, yeah, I do. I want the windows tinted, so I've ordered that. I'm just supposed to get the sales guy to ring me up and talk to me about paying for the insurance, and that hasn't happened. So I rang up on Wednesday and didn't get to speak to who I wanted to speak to, and he'll ring in the next 24 hours, and did he ring? No. So, yeah, I might have a few words with him about that. This one's the burnt umber. But yeah, supposedly the guy that I did speak to said it's not far away. I think he said it could be here today or tomorrow, which was Wednesday. I was like, oh, this is supposed to be ready on Monday. And he said, yeah, that is not far away. But that still didn't confirm anything. Bit of gold. Bit of sienna brown. Just randomly putting some colours in there. So it's not one boring colour, just a bit of a mix. Camel Brown. Yeah, it is, Mona. It is exciting. They finally open up the portal for me so I can see the progress from the slab being laid down to the frame being put up and starting on the inside, putting the insulation in. A couple of weeks and I get to go and have a walk through, check it out, and then a couple of weeks after that I move. So, yeah. ordered myself a new fridge, one that makes cubed ice and crushed ice, and I love crushed ice, so I've ordered one of those to be delivered. So I had to sell my fridge. I was like, oh, now I've got to sell my fridge. And the guy that has the horses, he brought someone with him to pick up the tall boy. And before they came, it's like, oh, I hope the guy that comes with him wants to buy a fridge. So when they came and picked up the tall boy, I said, do you know anyone that wants to buy a fridge? And the guy said, yeah, I do. Oh, you're going to be joking. Thank you, angels. Awesome. He did. It's 10 years old. And I asked for 250 just to, so I could haggle. But he was humming. He said, it's getting a bit up there. And I said, yeah, but it's a perfect fridge. There's not a mark on it. So I looked at him and I said, you know what? I said, just take it. And I thought, I can't take it with me. I've got nowhere to put it, and I don't. Yeah. So he said, I'll give you 100 for it. And I said, yeah, all right. And I thought, well, I don't want to be stuck with it. This is one opportunity I've got to get rid of it. So yeah, someone to get the fridge. So he's just got to pick it up on the 25th, the day before. I've just been going to, no big deal for me, healing from the back surgery. Oh, Mona, God love you. Yeah, zoom. It will go fast now. It's gone pretty good. Usually these sorts of things feels like it takes forever, but it's getting there. And Belinda, I got an LG French door fridge, 570 litres. I'm recovering, but looking at... Oh, B, I hope you're all right. I don't know why that... That's in there. Oh, God love yous. Sending best wishes to both of you. You've got stuff going on. Green. I just want to make sure I put them in the same pigeonhole. Oops. I don't want to crunch my page. Now, yep, so much detail. Now, I was thinking about doing the background in our colour too, and like maybe a bit of, I don't know, yellow, red, and purples or something for the background. I'm not too sure. So, we'll see. Anyway, I've got some water here. Now I've got intents too. Duh. Forgot about those. Let's have a play. Hey, Kiwi. God love you. Oh, okay. Oh, big hugs, B. You'll be all right, darling. Now, this one is just a emerald green in the Micador, which I don't know if you can get them overseas or not. And a gold Faber Aqua Faber-Castell. No colour name, just a number, 158. So I'm just mixing these two colours up. going to put this is yellow in the Micador. Oh, it's quite pretty. Oh, I hope I'm on screen. Yep. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, nice colours. Hello, little bit. What you doing? So yeah, I posted a video of him playing in the water in the kitchen sink. Well, yeah, a lot of cats are like playing in the water. And I saw your comment too, Belinda. Yeah, I like to keep the toilet seats down regardless. Can't stand, a lot of women can't stand toilet seats being up. And when you got men in the house, yeah, it's like, put that bloody toilet seat down. I regrouped and stacked all the boxes behind me that I've packed. And he's just climbed up to the very top. I wonder how this is going on the paper. So let's do it all right. I'm not using too much water. Oh god, toilet water is terrible in summer. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, best wishes to all of you that have got things going on at the moment. I might do this one the opposite way around. Green down the bottom. And then yellow down the bottom. This one's a bit of a bluey green aqua kind of colour. Hasn't got a name on it though. Oh, yes, it has. This one has. Emerald green. It's a good thing about watercolour pencils. You can add some water or just use them as normal pencils. Yeah, that one I was just making sure that is part of the roof of this one. It's a very pretty colour, this one. Maybe I should do another one. do this one. It's been really hard to settle down and colour. But I did actually do a little bit last night. And it's like, no, I just want to sit down and chill out and watch the Olympics. At least you only have to wait 3 years this time. Last week I couldn't stream because the people that have bought the place wanted to drop some stuff off at the mud brick, so I didn't know what time they were coming. So I've been all over the shop the last few months, as you know. Now, watercolours in there. And that one as well. What else will I use? I don't know whether to limit my colour palette or mix it up a bit. Bit of orange maybe. Some orange. Oh, that's good news. I hope it's the same med that you're on, Kimmy. Another 10 months, Mona. Oh, God love you, sweetheart. But at least you know you're getting there. Oh, you're in the wars, you guys. Fair income. Wow. Oh, one of my I knocked it, and one of my dividers has come loose, so I have to make sure I don't lose it in the move. I love this thing, and it cost me $100. But I look at it when I move, and I thought, oh, just up against my new wall. I don't know. I won't change it. Probably, I'll keep it. I think there's no other way to have it, apart from having all the stuff in front of you like this. But I just think about it being up against the wall. I don't want it to mark my wall. I want to keep that place nice. Now I've got coffee. Now this one's a Faber-Castell, and it's an art grip aquarelle, and it's 126 with no colour name. This one's water soluble. It's a Thornton, and it has no colour, no colour, no name, no number, nothing. And this one's also a Thornton, so it's got no name and no number either. I'm just looking at the colours. Oh, a bit of red. Now this one's like a tan or a yellow. Been waiting for a day like this to get outside and gather a few things up. A few ornaments and the hose and a few other things. Have to get all the stuff out of my car as well. Now, there is a deeper red there. This one's a Faber-Castell Art Group of Coral 192. Just a bit darker underneath in there. A bit of water. Hey Della. Thanks for being here, guys. God, you guys are in the wars. I'll wait till that dries. Oh, I smudged it on there. That's alright. I'll use another colour. What will I use? A nice blue. Now this one's a Gold Faber Aqua 143. No name on it. Oh, I missed one. And this one's not a watercolour, it's a not a watercolour, it's a Tombow, and it's Celeste Blue. And I'm just going to fade it out a little bit. Just a little bit of water. Now this one should have dried, so I might be able to go back over again now. Or not. Might pick up a Tombow. Oh, this one's Narcissus. Just in that centre in there. Just for a bit of a... Can't really tell, but just smooth it all over a bit. Oh, God, love you guys. Oops. Yeah, I think that was up there. That wasn't. That was up there, I think. I can't remember where I am. Oh, this divider's broken. It's a pain. I feel like pulling it apart and redoing it all again, but yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And the same here, just smooth out over the top. What other colours will I use? I was thinking about maybe limiting the palette like I did on, where is it? On this side. But it's getting there. I did a little bit last night. But then I thought, no, it'd be bright and colourful. It doesn't matter. Oh, I wonder if this download's finished. Still, well, I don't know. Installing 74%. Just a little bit to go. It's not very clear, is it? Maybe because there's nothing on there to focus on. That's better. Yep, now it's focusing. Now what colour? Oh, I think a bit of blue and a bit of brown. Okay. It's like a nice colour. And I should use some ink tents too. Oh, just to be different. I'm going to mix them up a bit. This one's a Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua 192. That's what I used before, I think. Oh well, I'll keep that one. And another gold frame Aqua 183. And I'm going to use an Intense as well. Mustard 1700. Just to be different. Now, where am I going to put this colour? There's such little detail. So I've got green in there. I'll pick this one down here. So that one's the 183. This one's the 192. No, that's too red. Disregard that one. That's not. I wanted something a bit darker. I'll try this one. 176 in that art group A Quarrel. I wanted to get my hair done before I got my car. Before that arrives. And we had a lockdown. I knew I should have waited. I did the other, what's her name? The other update. Let it restart. And this one wants to restart. Just listening for a bit still here. Just laying here watching and listening. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to get my hair done before the car arrived. So new car, new hairdo. It's all happening. And then we had lockdown. It's like, oh, you're bloody kidding. And then on Wednesday, as soon as the lockdown was over, I rang up and I'd like to get my hair done. I thought, God, there might be backlogged, But Friday, 11:45, I said, yes, please. Awesome sauce. Thank you very much. I was so wrapped that I could get in before and it's like, cool. And it's almost nearly, I don't know, an Albany red sort of a colour. With just a few streaks in it. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, that's the colour. So, yeah, it's not blonde, grey, horrible colour. Horrible. Now it's dark. That feels much better. Couldn't stand it before. It was really light and had grey and it was just horrible. Yeah, lockdown does stop everything. We're not a lively crew. No, we're just chilling out. Just had mine cut finally. It was a front doormat. You had your hair not done not long ago. And have you had it trimmed up since, or is that from the one? Is that the one you're talking about, B? And she said, "Have you been here before?" I said, "Yes, 3 years ago." I'm bloody hopeless getting my hair cut and everything. I don't get it done regularly and all that sort of stuff. Absolutely hopeless because it costs a bloody fortune. And it's such a treat to get it done. And I said, no, because of COVID and everything, and it was down at like the top of like the very start of a butt crack. And I had enough of it. It was getting caught under my armpits. It was driving me up the wall, so I got the scissors and hacked quite a few inches off, I must say, above my waist, and it needed it. So anyway, she's doing. I said, "Oh, can't you tell?" She said, "You did a good job, actually." She said, "It's level. You did a really good job." She said, "I've seen some horrendous cuts," and it's like, "Yes, I know, but no, got it done." Because it only cost 15 for a trim. That's all right. My full head of colour and foils was 160. It was 3 years ago. It was 170, and it was probably a bit longer. And now that I've hacked some of it off, and it's oh, I don't know, it's not quite down on my elbows. Maybe if I took my ponytail out, it wouldn't. No, it still wouldn't reach my elbows, I don't think. But yeah, 3 years later, and it cost me $10 cheaper. So that's all right. Don't mind that. Oh, where are we going with this? Yep. Just making sure I'm on screen, guys. So I'll do another one, a similar colour. I might do this one with a bit more red in it. I've got to make sure I go to the right pigeonhole with the watercolours in it. Now this one's a Faber-Castell, the Coral. And, oh, it's 192. That's all right. That's the one I had before. Okay, what else? Some dark blue. Might use some ink tents. This one is navy blue 830. So, yeah, that'll do. Oak 1730. Spring is nearly here, and I'll be in for spring. It's just awesome. quite a bit of rain. So it should be a good spring. Everyone watching the Olympics. It's not for everyone, but I'm loving it. I love the Olympics. Bit different with the COVID, but still good. Oh, you have to have it cut now every 4 weeks. God Lord. Kimmy, yeah, your hair's almost down to your butt, yeah. Mine would only be as she charges for the product, really, yeah. You need a haircut bad. Yeah, so did I. Granddaughter's been taking care of my hair, washing, drying, and trimming. Oh, man. You haven't seen any of it, Della? You're not into the Olympics, or you're just too busy? Oh, I love it. I'm going to do ink text dries pretty quick, so I'm just going to darken up some of this blue. I wish I could get a new set of eyes. That would be good. It's shocking. If I take my glasses off and look at like Wesley, his face is blurry. I can't really define like his features. Terrible. Hi Sherry. No, darling, 3 weeks to go. 3.5 weeks to go. 3 weeks on Thursday. You started the favourite pick. Yeah, that's what when I first started streaming, and I did this side, a few of you liked this. So I thought, make it easier on myself. Haven't packed my books away yet. Tempted, but not yet. I'll wait until just before I'm moving to do that. And I thought, to make it easier on myself, I'll get both pages underway. I'll get both pages done. So it's out of the way. It's been busy, yeah. Yeah, this image. I wish I had a bigger paintbrush because I want to do the background in NeoII too, but that might have to wait till I move. I'm going to check the back. And it's doing good. It's doing okay. The watercolour on the back. I'm not using too much water. It's just the colours, picking the colours, because there's so much little details. And I could even incorporate some of the other picture into this one as well. I just thought I'd get away from the Prismas and that for a little bit. But in saying that, I'm about to use them. So I'll bring some of the colour from this other picture over onto this side. Oh, she's right on the edge of going into labour. Oh. How long till you move? Yep, 3 weeks on Thursday. And counting. All right. Now, this one is Tuscan Red. I started packing a few art supplies away off this display, like the inks and everything. They're packed away. I thought I could pack the I'm not using the Tombos and I'm not using the Chameleons, and so I pat them away and I thought, no, I'll wait a bit longer. When I was selling tools in the garage, a guy came and bought some stuff. And he said, oh, I'm a removalist. And I said, oh, how handy is that? So he had a look through and he gave me a quote. He had the business for a while and then sold it back to the other guy because he couldn't manage the trucks and everything. And he quoted me $650, and I thought that's all right. That's pretty good. I moved over here 10 years ago and it cost me $600, and that was like, that was moving heaps more stuff. So that was Tuscan Red, and this one's Mineral Orange. And I had my dad's workbench and more tools and pots and pot plants and stuff. And I thought for 10 years, $650, that's all right. But it wasn't a written quote, it was just from him. And he doesn't own it, he sold it back, so he's just a worker. But I don't know. I don't know. My instincts were just going, yeah. And I looked at the website and saw some of the reviews, which weren't too bad. And then a few days ago, or whatever, I think it was last week, I got back on there and had a look, and I thought, no, I don't like some of those reviews, and they turned up late and things were broken and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, my instincts just didn't like it. So I rang up the one I was originally going to ring up, and he came out and gave me a quote. Anywhere between $957 to $1,082, and it's like, holy shit. Like, wow. And I had trouble getting emails coming through with him. I don't know why. But anyway, I said I'll call into the office. So I did. And he printed out the quote for me. And I went, wow. And I said, there's no bed. There's no fridge. There's no couch. The only big things are the two dining tables, one that's outside on the veranda and the one inside, a sewing cabinet. This table folds up. There's the small cabinet that I've got the laptop on, and the washing machine, and the rest is pretty much all boxes and like plastic tubs and stuff. And I was like, holy shit, like that's freaking expensive. And I said the other guy quoted me $650, and he said that's unrealistic. He said we pay, insurance and all that sort of stuff, and we pay for the kilometres. And I thought, and I did say to him, I said, yeah, I just didn't like the other one. They're not bloody watercolour, you idiot. What am I doing? And I thought, no, I'll pay the extra because they've got good reviews. They've actually got a good website, whereas the other one didn't. So, like I said, my instincts were I didn't like the other one. So I messaged him and said, I'm going to cancel that. And he's like, no worries. Too bad if you don't like it. So, yeah, so I'm paying more, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to have that whip cracking. Come that morning, the boxes are here behind me, stacked up, ready to go, and I'll be like, get going, because you're charging $125 an hour, so it shouldn't take you that long. There's no bed, no fridge, no couch or anything, so get going. It's going to cost me a fortune. Hi, Emily. Yeah, I did, Della. I did follow my gut instinct. I just, wasn't keen on them. You've just moved. Dylan just moved into a new house and the kids are getting big. Oh, exciting. So is it a new house for you, or is it a new house, Emily? Cool. I move in 3 weeks. Just going to put a bit of yellow on top of this. Trying to do watercolour with Prismas. Shows how much I'm concentrating. Now I might just whether I do something else with them or not, but it's just to let me know these are here. Oh, you're just renting? Yep, okay. Brand new for us and brand new altogether. Oh, the first one's to live there. Oh, nice. So it is a new home. Was told me and showed me baby's room. Oh, nice. Nice and fresh. I don't know. I just want some brown, some dark colours in here as well. Keep picking light that look dark. What's that one? Dark chocolate brown, 118 in the Arteza. Maybe some grey. That's silver. Don't want silver. No. Okay. Dolphin grey 148, shadow grey 156, and dark chocolate brown 118. So I'm doing, for those that are joining, I'm doing a bit of a mixture. A bit of watercolour pencil, a bit of Arteza, a bit of Prisma, a bit of this, bit of that. Oh, that table leg is cold. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it needed some dark chocolate in there. Nice colour, actually. The three of them together. go. I just feel like it needed a bit of dark. And I'm going to do some more of that colour too. Might give them a sharpen. They need to be grandbabies are the best. I'm beyond excited. I bet you are keen to see how to do the mushroom part, Heather. What, the big one? I thought about doing it, and I need a bigger paintbrush, and they're all packed away. Well, I did those colours up top. All right. Would you like to go out, my little man? Go on. It's nice outside. Go on. Oh, the little shit. Was it last week? I could hear this. I thought, oh, he's up on the bloody roof. So anyway, it was getting on, like, it was just about not quite dark. You know, the light was fading really fast. And it's like, oh, you're kidding. So I'm calling him, and he's coming up to the edge of the roof, because I've got a lower part here where the veranda is. It's a bit lower than the main roof. And he's coming up and he's smooching to the tin on the edge of it, and it's like, jump down on the tank, and he would not. And I went and got some food and some milk and trying to coax him, and he wasn't jumping down. It's like, it's getting dark, that light is fading really quick, and it was an icy cold wind. It's like, you little shit. Anyway, so I was like, come down now. Am I going to get him down? I haven't got a ladder. I can't get him down. I was just about to burst into tears because I was, like, how am I going to get him down? It's getting cold. So I ended up grabbing the chair that's out there and took it to the edge of the veranda, and I jumped up on it anyway. And when he wasn't, I don't know, he was off investigating, doing whatever. It's like, come here. Anyway, I coaxed him eventually to come over, and he got close enough, and I had to. I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. And didn't hurt him or anything, but just had to go. This is the only way I was going to get him down. And grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and lifted him down and put him down on the veranda and said, don't get up there again. Like your little horror. So, but it was funny listening to him galloping across the roof. He was having a good old time up there. I might even put some. Might be a good idea if I did that first. I'll do a bit of this first. I might add some waterfall coming off. There's a doorway here, so I might do some water. Hi, Pam. Do you have Intense? Yes, I have Intense. I used it just before on this. I had to put it aside for the colour I thought, actually. Yeah, little troublemaker. I was thinking of doing the mushroom part, just trying to decide the colours to use. Yeah, because I've got these colours here, and I thought the darker colours with the brighter colours up here might look all right. So I am using dark chocolate brown in the Arteza at the moment. Now I'm just get in here and do some shadow. So I'm just mixing it up and using whatever. It's nice to use different supplies. Back at the door again. Typical cat. He's starting to get a little bit more vocal now. A few times there I've woken up, whether I've just crashed out on the couch for an hour or so, or woken up in the morning. Oh, so cute. Oh, you're welcome, Sherry. I knew a few of you like this one when I started the other one, and I thought, I know what I'll do. So I thought, what am I going to colour? Because I've done 5 parts. I did 5 parts on this one, and I thought it's getting a bit long in the tooth. I'll start something else. So I'm just putting in some of this dark chocolate brown in a few places just to get a bit of a foundation happening. Now, and yes, I have got intense. So this one's Iris Blue 900. Doorway there, there's a doorway here. And because the mushroom's got what's the word? Different surfaces, crevices. You can have it just trickling down off the edge. Any other doorways? Oh, there's one there. There's a few, but you can have it coming off the crevices in the mushroom. I won't be using the Wi-Fi that I've got here. Telstra can go jump. So it'll be interesting to see how Aussie broadband goes. With the Wi-Fi, whether I can hook up the Ethernet cable like I had to here. Because I'm where I am here, it's actually a bit of a little gully. And where I'm going to is a bit more flat, so it'll be interesting to see if I get better reception there. Can have water coming out of here. So that's something I like doing, is mixed media too. I haven't done that for a long time. It's a lot of fun. I won't do it live streaming though. The one I did do was, yeah, hanging shit on me basically. That was having fun. Oh, Moni, you've been watching a lot of the Olympics. Hell yeah, I'm glued to it. Well, trying to. In between doing everything else. I would not have thought to use that blue. So that's why I'm paying attention. That looks lovely. Thank you, Sherry. No worries, Sherry. Yeah, and just pick a few doorways and have some water coming out. Can even put a bit of water in the mushroom holes. Well, that'd be cool, coming out of the mushroom as well. You're not supposed to wash mushrooms when you're eating them. You're just supposed to wipe them. For anyone that didn't know that. With a bit of toweling, get the dirt off them. You're not supposed to wash them. Have some more water coming off later. Now that's an intense. What other colours have we got here? A bit of navy blue. Well, I'm just doing the basics of it at the moment. I want to touch up later. And then you can put some white Posca or something on it later as well, give it a bit more colour, but that's further down the track. Just to get the basics in, to start off with anyway. Now, I was using these colours. I need more colour. What else will I use? Oh, I could use a Black Widow. This one's Black Widow BW31 and it's Tarantula. It's not actually dark enough. Darker colour than that. Even a Lyra. Let's see what colour this one is. And the Black Widow. Of course, they don't layer up like your Prismas and that do, and your Polys, but needs to be a bit sharper. She's colouring water flowing through and over the edge. Really cool idea. Thank you, Della. Welcome back. I like the idea too. I'm not creative enough to come up with things like that. Oh, of course you are. And you could do all sorts of things. You could have a full moon in the background, or you could have a stormy background. Different themes. Put mountains in the background, in the distance. You could do all sorts of things. Birds flying in the background. I'm just doing the top of these cavities, the little holes, just to give them some dimension, bit of shadow. And where the water is too, the crevices, you can do the same thing. Back in a sec, guys. Just checking out my calendar. So the 22nd, the Sunday, is the Sunday before I move. That'll probably be my last stream for a couple of weeks or so, because I have to set up when I move and don't know where I'm going to put everything. I've got nowhere to put my art supplies. I have to get shelves built in the spare room, and I want to get built-in shelves in the lounge room so I can put my telly in the corner and the DVDs, and whatever room's left over is going to be for this table. That's my plan, but we'll see how we go. But I'll try and get set up as quick as I can, so get set up and get settled in so I can start streaming properly again. Been all over the shop since I started this new adventure. Haven't been regular with streaming every Sunday because I never know what's going on. From one week to, and things change. And all these, although this is a mushroom, there's the buildings on top, and you could add, rocks as well. It could be its own. It doesn't have to just be a mushroom. It can. There's trees here and everything, so I could have, you could add rocks in here and a bit of grass on top as well. Could have all sorts of things going on. I'll put a bit of black in the shadows as well, darken that up a bit. You could use black, dark blue, dark grey, dark greens. You can use different colours for shading, as you know. But at the moment, I'm just highlighting these cavities. So they're established and they work around them. And even these crevices, all the wrinkles, start to give it a bit of dimension. Lyra, Van Dyke Brown. I will, Mona. You'll get a tour. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's going to be fun. Reminds me of the Russian Orthodox churches. Yeah. Yes, I am excited. Hopefully my car's ready tomorrow. Could be maybe a bit of a delay because of COVID and everything. Hope not. But then the longer, I don't want it too long. It's so hard to get boxes in the cabin of the Toyota. It's horrible. But I don't need too many more boxes, but maybe a few more. But I could cut them down too. I know that. I got some yesterday. No, Thursday when I went into town, and I'm trying to get them in, and the guy was come to his car and he said, "Oh, the wind." I said, "It's the cabin. I can't get them in." I should, if I cut them down, it'd be easier, I know, but I like to do things a difficult way. Yes, Stella, I did sell my place. Wasn't on the market for very long. Being on 5 acres, they're quite sought after. So I was lucky. Nice young family are moving in. They're very excited. They've got a young boy. So they're excited, which is good. Just a bit more black as well as I go. And this one's the Lyra Van Dyke Brown. So I'm using a Van Dyke Brown, bit of black. I'll put some other colours in there as well eventually. It's funny how some pencils are just so scratchy compared to others. I've decided I'm just going to use this Van Dyke Brown and just do a bit of a base coat, just roughly. There'll be other colour in there as well, but at the moment, it's funny when you haven't been, like everything, if you don't exercise and then, you go and exercise and your body's stiff. I haven't been doing much colouring and I can feel it in my arm. And putting the black on there where I have in the crevices and a bit of a few contours and shadows and things, and then going over the top with this, dragging the black just a little bit, not much, but it's just shifting the black a little bit, just starts to bring it to life. I wonder if I should darken that a little bit. Hang on. I wonder if that's made it any. Just seemed a bit glary. Oh, this mouse. Work. There we go. That's brought it over a bit. That might be a little bit better. Or is that too dark? It's wonderful news. I'm very happy for you. Thank you, Della. Yes, it's all happening. Whoops, that's black. Yep, it's all systems go. It's funny, Mediana actually, it's been a long time, but she uploaded a picture, a colouring the other day, and she used Faber-Castell, but she sped it up so fast, and watching it come together, you can slow it down, but watching it come together that quick and colouring go, I'm doing this and I feel like I'm, like colouring a million miles an hour. And it is quicker using for big areas like this. You use the side of the pencil too, not the tip of it. But the Lyra is just so scratchy compared to like a Prism or a Poly. And it feels like you're putting, it sounds like you're putting a lot of pressure on the paper, but I'm not. It's just a base coat. But God, I can feel it in my wrist and up my arms. Just throw the pencil across the room. Just going a bit harder here now, obviously, with the Lyra. Just adding some shadow in here and there. What else has been happening? Not a lot, really. Just, yeah, nothing super exciting. Thank you, Sherry. No worries, babe. That part looks like a face. Might find it eventually. I love my Lyras, and the scratchiness are actually really satisfying. Yeah, I sort of agree with that. Yeah. No, I can relate to that. Usually when you hear scratchy pencils, it's like, oh, what cheap. the sound of cheapness sort of thing. But no, it's not. It's the different lead, the different qualities, the different brands, like a whole lot of things. And of course, the old school, budget pencils and that. If you grow up with them and you're used to them and the scratchiness, and then you move on to Prismas and things like that, it's a bit hard to sort of look back at the cheapies. But, there's artists out there that use the cheapies and they do an amazing job. And it's like, wow. So you don't have to have the most out there expensive pencils. It's like guns. It's not the gun, it's the person that's using it. Oh, I'm going to miss those birds. They're gorgeous. And the pardalotes have started to come back on the veranda because spring's coming. And it's like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm moving. So I don't know whether they'll, like I've got the Christmas lights along there and they use that as a perch, to sit on. I don't know whether the new people will block them out of their house so they can't nest there anymore. And that's a bit heartbreaking. It's like, where are they going to go? I know they're probably doing damage up there, scratching away and nesting and everything, but I never had the heart to block them out. But it's hard. So where are they going to go? Bit of dark grey. Oh, he's beautiful. They have a beautiful coal. Now this one that I'm using is Shadow Grey 156. And Wesley's funny too. If he sees a bird out over on the fence, and he's up on the bay window in the kitchen. The tail's going, and he's funny. It's like, you can't have him. And now the pardalotes have started to come back. He's noticed them and he slinks across. He's really like, I wouldn't trust him. He's a little hunter. But he slinks across really quickly and gets tunnel vision and rears up on the window in the kitchen. And tail's going a million miles an hour. It's like, you can't have him. Especially a pastel pencil scratch. Now, I think a colour like that. Bloody hell, it's 11:15 already. An hour and 45 minutes already. Unreal. Okay. This one is Elm Green, which is a Tombow. So I'm just going to add a bit of green into places as well. Oops. So these will be so grey in the Arteza, Van Dyke Brown in the Lyra, Elm Green in the Erogeturn. I'm still using a Black Widow Black and a bit of Tarantula maybe not the blue intense. That one can go away for now. So I'll be using these colours. So I'm just adding some greens and greys. Well, that's a nice colour under the intense blue. That Elm Green in the Erogeton is quite pretty. And of course you get water going down, so you get greenery around it. But you can add some blades of grass or a bit of grey. God, that 2 hours went quick this morning. I love the mushrooms so far and that you aren't afraid to mix up your pencils. Thank you, Sherry. No, it's just, I've said it many times. Instead of just doing the tree trunk brown, put some greys and greens, even some, shades of blue in there. And that's what really brings it to life. And this area that I'm doing here with, there's a bit of brown, grey, greens, and it just gives it so much more life. Instead of just doing it, getting the Lyra and just doing it brown, the whole thing, in one colour. And that's what's, it starts to improve your colouring and bringing it to life, the shades, the differences in colour, experimenting and learning, looking at things in nature and realising that, wow, look at that. There's so many more colours that you don't realise that are in it. Lots more colour than what seems to be there. And now I'm just going over the light grey just to smooth that out. And I can put some, what's this one? It's Black Widow, but just bring the shadow out a bit more. And that Black Widow with the brown and blending it out a bit brings the shadow to life as well. giving all the lumps and bumps and things a bit of dimension. Like I said, you could put blades of grass on here or all sorts of things. Moss, it could be moss growing on it. It's its own little world, and it's whatever you want it to be. More black underneath the water. Give it a bit more so it's not technically the water would run straight down, but if you make crevices and things like that, then that's where the water will go. It'll run along the crevice. Now, other than that, it would just pour straight down. There wouldn't be going across and down or anything. It'd be just straight down. So they're little things you can think of too. The flow of the water, where it's going, what it would really do in real life. But I really like this green with the blue. And like I said, if there's water there, then it's its own little world. You would get, if that water was constantly flowing over time, you'd get greenery growing around it, blades of grass, flowers, which is something else you could add on. A few flowers here and there. What you doing, little man? You want to come inside? I have to get these pictures done. I've got pencils from here to St. Leonard's. I've got all my pencils for this side, and now I've got these for this side. If I get the mushroom done, I can put these ones away. But you can do as much detail as you want or leave it as basic as you want. I could spend hours doing just this mushroom. Giving me some inspiration. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Pam. How would you do moss? Well, probably pick out another couple of greens. Hang on, I'll let this cat in. Let me see what colours we've got here. What's that one? Jade green. I don't know what these greens are actually like for moss, but moss can be any colour you want as well. Jungle green, jade green. I'll try the jade green. For me, like, I'll come up here. You can put some brown in there. That's a bit of an emerald green, really, for moss. Sage green. I'll try the sage green. That one's pretty. That emerald green's really. But for me, just to do here, just representing moss, just spasmodic, really. Blotchy, just a few different colours in there. Grab a few different shades of green. I mean, even somewhere in amongst all those pencils, there is moss green, probably in the Prisma. I can't remember. And it probably turned out looking like grass, not moss. And this one that I was using in the Orogeton, the Tombow, Orogeton Tombow, the Elm Green. Let's go over it. It's looking more like grass than it is moss, but just blotchy is, I suppose, the best way I could explain it. That, you know, could either be grass or moss, but just different colours and a bit more. Oh, it's in my hand. A bit more brown in there, maybe. And it depends how close up. This is not a really close up sort of picture. It's a little bit distanced. But the more, the closer you come into a picture, the more detail you can put into it. Down here I've got the brown, and you can just get the green. Bit more green on top of it, just a few, like maybe little sort of dots here and there, and then go over it with grey just to smooth it out a bit. And you can give the impression that there's a bit of moss growing there or a bit of moss growing up here. Hello, little man, what you doing? He's not so little anymore. He's 9 months old now, aren't you? Yes. July, August, September, October. Yep, 9 months. He does that all the time. Goes across the table just to get down. It's like, why can't you walk across the floor? I am going to head out, Heather. Thank you for streaming. This picture is looking awesome. I love the mix of pencils and the added water elements. Happy moving day. If I don't see you before. No worries, Della. Take care of yourself. Thank you for being here today. It was good to see you drop in. Hope you come back soon. Like olive stones. Yeah. But for the rest of it, how I've done this up here, I'm tending to do this a bit more shaded on this side. But now that I've done the base layer and I know where I want my water to go, I'll just keep going with these sorts of colours. I can lighten it off as I come down and have it darker up underneath from the building. And then because the building's there, you could have shadow coming around from the building and darker because that's the mushroom goes down, and have this darker, and this part in here could be lighter. So it gives that impression of the shadow from the building and the mushroom coming out and down. So down here would be darker. That's brown, you idiot. Put some grey in there. I remember last night, I thought I should colour for a little while, really. And as soon as I touch the pencils, it's like, gotta colour. As soon as you start playing with stationery or, doing anything like that, it just instantly, It's like horse riding, or if you love bike riding, or you like driving, or cooking, or as soon as you touch it or you're around it, you want to do it. And straight away it was like, I can't wait to move and get settled in so I can just get back into it. I need a darker brown. Even if you do the whole thing like I did up here, or just here, just scribble a bit of brown, scribble a bit of green, scribble a bit of another colour in there, a bit more of another colour in there, a bit more brown. And it can be as easy as that, just to bring it to life and put more colour in there. That's how easy it is. We all have different techniques, and you got your good colorists, and then you just got your ones that just plod along and do whatever and just enjoy what you're doing is the main thing. But just adding those colours in, and then if I could really zoom into that, just the colours that come through into it, all the different colours shining through. Just remember, once you start putting darker colours on top, like up in here, you start putting dark colours in there, it gets hard to get any light colours on there. Sometimes it's good to start with a light colour and work it up to dark. Because you put dark first, and then trying to get a light colour on top of it can be a bit impossible. But anyway, I'll do the rest of this mushroom off stream. Will I stream next week? Well, who knows until the time comes, but hopefully I'll get a couple more streams in before I move. But then once I move, it's going to be a couple of weeks or so, I think, before I get everything settled in, and who knows. Quite a bit of setting up to do, and where am I going to put things, and especially my art supply, because there's nothing in the spare room at all. I have to start from scratch. It's just one room, nothing in there. So I have to get built-in wardrobe, built-in shelves put in. I've got to get the guy to come and quote for it first to see how much it is, heaven forbid, and say yes or no, or search for someone else, and so all that sort of stuff. But until I get that done, I won't have all my art supplies out of the boxes. So that's what's going to make it hard. I can get the basic stuff out, I suppose, but all this stuff here and everything, I can't set up this display until I get that corner shelves put in for my DVD, so I know how much room I've got. So it could be interesting. But I'll do my best to get things organised for streaming as soon as I can. So this is about time when people start running away. So I might do the same in a minute. Been going for 2 hours. Went quick. Bye, Pam. Sorry, darling, I missed out. No, I'm not. Oh, you're not going. I thought you were. Have you always coloured, Heather, or done other media? I've always loved colouring since I was a kid, but I never coloured like I do now. It was markers and it was basic, and I look back at that now and think, oh my God. Yeah, no, a whole new world of colouring now. But I've always loved art in one form or another. It doesn't matter what sort of art, whether it's anything from beading, looming, playing around with stationery, all sorts. Always loved it and obsessed with colours. Love colours. Love stationery. Just obsessed with it. Used to spend more time sorting and playing and organising, and then once it's organised, do I use it? No. But since, being on YouTube streaming and the art colouring world and all that sort of stuff, mixed media I haven't done for a long time. I love doing that. That's fun. Yeah, it's a whole new world. It's everything now. When I move, I'll have a whole lot more time to do this. I could go for a swim in the morning, have a shower, have some brekkie, or go to the gym and go have a swim and have a shower, have some brekkie, and colour for the rest of the day and not do a damn thing, not have to worry about chopping wood and mowing 5 acres and raking up gum leaves and pine needles. I don't have to do any of that. It's going to be awesome, I've got to tell you. I can't wait. Oh, such a good idea. Looking very nice, Heather. Thank you, Mona. Oh, yeah, raising can get complicated. Thank you so much for doing that part, Heather. I have very few DVDs. Oh God, I got heaps. Had to dust them all down and got rid of most of mine. Oh no, it's getting a touch late, but this looks lovely. Thank you, Sherry. Going to be so good for you. Yes, I think so. I hope so. I'm only on disability pension, so I'll have to be honest, in the back of my head, 10 years down the track, 5 years, food prices go up, electricity goes up and all the rest of it. And it's like, if I'm living on bread and water, then so be it. I don't want that to happen, but, you've got to maintain the house. If things go wrong or anything, that's up to you. That's your responsibility. The outside of it is cladding, but it's painted as well, so whether the house repainted or the roof has to be cleaned up or those sort of expenses, and that they do worry me a little bit, being able to afford it, the upkeep, same as here and everywhere, but there it's 5-star resort living, so you have to keep it looking nice. That's the theme of the place, so it freaks me out a little bit, but it'll be okay. It will work out. Thank you for streaming, Heather. Bye. Take care. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, Pam, Sherry, Belinda, Kimmy. She might have fallen asleep. I'm hoping you can stream more then. I will. Don't you worry about that. That's what it's, that's what it's going to be all about. Yep. Lots of time to do colouring and streaming, and it's going to be awesome. And you'll get a tour of the place. That's for sure. It will. Thank you so much, Heather. You're welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Love your company as always. Yay. Yay. We got a good group going. Yeah. Good luck for next week and look forward to seeing you in your new place. Yep. 3 weeks to go on Wednesday. So a couple more streams to go, hopefully, unless something else comes up. But it should be awesome. But until then, guys, take care of yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Hello, Diane. Thanks for listening while I colour. Yours looks great. Thank you, honey. All right, guys. Gotta love you and leave you, I guess, and go and empty stuff out of my car and do a few other things. While it's not raining, I'm blowing its head off. See you later, guys. Thank you. Oh, Wesley.